Hello, parents. I am Dr. Sonia S. Kanitkar with yet another lesson for all my parents who have been keeping in touch with me, and they are asking now various questions regarding sexuality of their teens. They are worried because in movies nowadays there are different sexual orientations are being shown, so they want to know what are the effects of those movies and media and social media on their adolescents. So here I am with the answer, and please listen to this video till the end, and one more addition I will be making to clarify more issues. So this video is just for hardly 5 minutes. Please stay with me till the end, and then only you will be able to understand what I am talking about. Now, we all know that sex of a child is determined at birth. It's male, female, or the other is determined by the external appearance and then also can be confirmed by chromosomal testing. Well, then what is gender? So, sex we know it's a male, female, or any other. Gender. What is gender? The World Health Organization perceives gender as a social construct that people typically described in femininity and masculinity. So, how does this gender recognition, how does child know which gender it belongs to, whether it's a feminine or a male gender? So, it develops in stages. So, around the age of 2 years, the child becomes conscious of the physical differences. You must have heard that this child starts telling about the boy and girl, they come to know. Then by third birthday, most of the children they know their gender roles. They start taking मैं खाती हूँ, मैं जाता हूँ, मैं आता हूँ. Those differences in gender are visible in their wordings. By the age of 4 years, most of the children they develop their gender sense. They know their gender identity, whether they are a male or a female or some other gender. So this is the gender identity. So now we are clear about how sex is determined, how gender identity develops, and now most important part, what is sexuality, which the parents are mostly worried about. So what is sexuality? I will have to just give you a little bit about the what is sexuality, otherwise you will not be able to understand. So listen carefully. Sexuality means sexual orientation with whom a person is attracted to, either sexually or romantically or both. So, adult sexuality takes form in the childhood, but sexuality matures and develops. So, it's not a fixed thing. It is not fixed at birth. Please remember, it can change. Now, I want to give an eye opener for all the parents and public. There is research that has not been able to point out to any cause that determines homosexuality. It is now believed to be a complicated derivative from genetics, hormonal, and environmental factors. Homosexuality was also dropped from the mental disorder, disease, or sexual perversion from the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders in 1973. So even WHO does not recognize homosexuality as a disease or a mental disorder. Please, this is very important to clear myths in the minds of the parents or the public. So sexual orientation is not a matter of choice. It is a clear message. It's a clear message of medical science. So it is not in your hands, but there are a lot of factors which are guiding your sexuality. Even Freud has said that all human beings are capable of becoming either heterosexual or homosexual, and sexual orientation is not fixed at birth. You know Sigmund Freud, he was a very famous neurologist who has talked a lot about the psychology of humans. So, how does sexuality develop? I will just give you in short the sexuality when puberty is there in your teen. It is an important landmark of sexuality development that occurs, and mostly it occurs between 14 to 17 years of age, and the teens are most impressionable at that age. You must have heard that a 16-year-old daughter, you must be very careful. She can fall in love with anything. It's an ugly boy or even a donkey or anybody, so be careful. Same way for boys at 17, anything they can fall in love, starting from any ugly lady, any ugly woman, any ugly girl. So please be careful. This is not a myth. What they hear, see, and experience also affects their sexuality. So sexuality is not only just what has been your sex or your gender, but it is according to your circumstances, your environments. I'm going to tell about these factors in details in my next video. Experimentation is the norm in adolescence. We all know, I have already made beauty videos about this, that experimentation is what the teenagers always want to do. So ultimately, sexuality is guided by all factors. And so, please wait for my next lesson, that is lesson number 19, if you really want to know what and who affects the sexuality of your teens. This is a small video because I know that not many people listen to the full video. That's why I made two part out of it. So the next video will also be equally short. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe to my videos so that you will be able to get all my past videos, all my past lessons, and my future lessons. Thank you so much. Take care and be happy.